We're about to enter Knossos Palace, or some people say Knossos. Greeks say Knossos, I think, which is the oldest civilization in Europe. This is Milos Kalokirinos. This is the guy I think who actually discovered this site, like in the 1895 or somewhere around there. So where should we go? So Minoan civilization existed about roughly slightly like later than the Egyptians were becoming like really powerful. So like close to 4,000 years ago. And so this is where they had like this main palace in Knossos. And in fact, I don't even think they know what they were called, right? It's the guy who, Mr. Evans, I think, the British gentleman who bought this area so they could excavate this. I think he just named them Minoans because of the Minos. There was the King Minos from the, right? From the Greek mythology. But I think there's at least 3 or 4 different sites or like towns in Crete that has the remnants from the civilization. Arthur Evans, he's there. Look at that pretty kitty. Hi kitty. Greeks love the cats. Hi kitty. Hi sweetheart. Here's a pretty kitty. You pretty kitty you are. So Mr. Evans bought this area, land in it's in somewhere around the year 1900, 1901, so they could start the excavation. And from what I've read, Minoans were like kind of a peaceful, I don't even know how do they know all this stuff. They were kind of a peaceful civilization. They were not so much in the wars based on the frescoes that they see on the walls. I think they say they were more like, you know, living, interested in commerce with neighbors. They were very developed. They had lots of like frescoes on the walls, these palaces, and there's a thought that there was a woman in charge. There was no guy. It was not like some authoritarian man who wants to conquer other countries and tell other people what to do, but it was actually a woman, which I've said for a long time that we need to have more women presidents. And so anyway, that was the case. And then there was Mycenaean. That was another civilization that was kind of like the prehistoric Greeks that were in mainland Greece, kind of a couple hours from Athens. They actually started coming to Crete, and I think eventually they took over Minoans, and then later that became Greece. But all that stuff was happening roughly at the height of the Minoans. Civilization was about like 1750 to 1500 BC. So that's what, 35 to 3800 years ago. That was when Minoans were at their height of their civilization. So what else I've read? I've read that this palace actually, when they discovered it, they thought it was like this, I think it's like a 2-story, but it had something like 100 rooms or something. It was pretty like, they had like several courtyards, I think, and the rooms were going to the side. It's amazing that people built that so many years ago. Don't you love it? There's like no people here, right? Oh, I'm still recording? Okay. So, supposedly when they discovered this and they excavated part of this palace, like you said that too, right? It wasn't like in colors, but somehow they envisioned it to be in certain colors. So some of it I think was actually redone by the excavators, by Mr. Evans's people. So they actually painted it later, so it's not original painting. Yeah, that must be there. Oh, dude, there is actually quite. I actually always seen like one wall. I thought it was going to be just one thing and that's it, right? But they actually have quite few pieces like this. I just can't believe that. Imagine the first person who found this. They were like, what the hell is this thing? Now the roads are not the best back then, as you can see. It almost looks like in Poland before, when I was growing up. So the roads were not the hottest. And I wanted to go to Egypt, it didn't happen, but we ended up here, and which is almost as Egyptian, as old as Egypt. And so this place is, again, at least like 300-400 years, potentially older than Mycenaeans built city. And in Mycenaean there was again just the one gate, and here you can see like walls and the frescoes. Some of them again was just like repainted, I guess, but it's still kind of neat. Oh, I wanted to go inside. So far there's hardly anybody here. It's again pretty much all Greek museums now, the important sites. You buy tickets in advance for a reserved spot. So we had the spots reserved here for 9 a.m. and as you can see there's hardly anybody here. When we landed on Crete, it was like about low 40s degrees. Now it's like 54, 55. I'm the only one wearing shorts, but it's actually not too bad here. Oh yeah, there's like quite few sections that I'm pretty impressed actually. Again, I've seen one picture someplace or two, was the same picture appearing on all everywhere, and here's actually there's quite few sections. So there's some little mountains. So Crete is really known from like their having a big production of like oil, olive oil, and wine as well too. Too bad we have a limited luggage, so we're not going to be able to buy anything in Crete actually. I don't see any peacocks. We saw one peacock or two outside the museum, but nothing since. Oh, is this the queen's room that they think it was? There's actually a throne there. Well, I mean, they believe, nobody knows exactly 100%. I think I've read somewhere that the language that they're using, they haven't deciphered yet. It's like, I think they call it like a linear A and linear B, and they decipher one of them, but the other one they don't, so they don't know 100% what their writings are. They have this, in the museum that we'll go later, there's like a little tablet. It's like a round one, and some jewelry from this place. Now, obviously, this you can see this is all like redone, right? Because it wouldn't be such a good shape, but still, the structure is the same thing. I don't think they had the glasses either, glass in that wall in that thing either. So where's the throne room? Oh, that's the throne? That's the throne, brother. See that? Kind of simple though, isn't it? Where are those jars? So those vases, I think they use them for like the storage, right? They were like I think grains or whatever, olive. Now this is a Greek vase you want to talk about, right? And they spent some time making it. It actually looks really like well detailed. And hi, sweetheart. So she's a girl. Hi, pretty girly. Girls are friendly, see? Yeah. The queens were in charge and the girls are running the place right now. Yes, cutie, you are. Yes. Don't you love it? So running toilets, that's all I learned. Women in charge. Peaceful kumbaya nation in a way, they said. There's no evidence anywhere that they had like a big army or anything, but there's a popular belief that they were like traders. They traded with people from Cyprus. They were bringing, I don't even know much about bronze, but in order to develop bronze tools, I think, you needed copper, and I think they were getting it from Cyprus, I think, my understanding is. So they were big traders, and they spent lots of times like frescoes. One of the things that they so later on in the history, they found signs of Minoans being present in other parts of Greece, and the way you can tell is because Minoans were into this sport called, like, I don't know, ball, not riding, but like, I think I've seen a picture sometimes, there's a guy running and jumps upside down, makes like a salto over the ball. I should mention that there's a myth of Minotaur, which is, I think, is a, wait, is it the man? Hold on, I gotta ask my resource. There was a King Minos that lived here, and then below it was like this labyrinth, and there was this ball with the face. No, the man with the ball with the face of a ball. That was a Minotaur. It's like this monster or something that lived there. It was trapped there, I think. So they are into balls, I guess. I don't really know much more about Minotaur, but he lived in the labyrinth, in the like a little places behind the castle, behind the palace. So this is one of the balls, and that's the frescoes. That's actually looks really pretty cool. I think this is probably the most famous picture that I see with the ball, I think. Quite the dolphins though. And that must have been redone by humans later, I'm thinking. You know, and Greece is like a earthquake-prone country. There have been many earthquakes in Greece. Hey, did we go here? No? Oh, this was like the place that they would meet. Oh, this is the throne room. See, this is what they called it, was a throne. Too bad they don't let you sit in a chair. So it's like a replica of the other one, right? This complex is actually really pretty big. To me, it just blows my mind that this was almost 4,000 years ago. People built that thing. How is it that we were able to be so advanced, then we moved into the Middle Ages and we lost so much time? Those are some of those storage containers, the Tupperware containers. It appears that this section is closed, so I will give you a closer look this way. Huh? That's the closest I can get you. Check this out. right? Oh, there is a dolphin that I was talking about. That's gotta be a dolphin. Okay, so this is the picture I'm talking about. There is something, I don't know what they call it, bull something, flipping or whatever. No, these paintings are really pretty impressive. So we're thinking there's some dogs living here. There's one, I don't know if they came with this guy or just lives here. And there's a second doggy sleeping in the corner. Are you alive? Is he breathing?
Princess? Hi, sweetheart. All the cats are so friendly here. Yes. He's purring too, I think.
Again, there's not like a one huge giant structures all connected, except the one in the middle. But you have like a bits and pieces here and there. But there's tons of them really, when you look around. Probably one of the most known, oldest museums in the world, and you kind of have it for yourself. You know, it almost looks like it's some kind of a tunnel going into like some Egyptian tombs or something. Okay, well, I guess we're done with this site. We're going to be heading to the archaeological museum, where there's lots of, in Heraklion, with lots of things that they found in this palace and other palaces, including some jewelry, and I've seen it was kind of some kind of a cute little necklace. That's all I remember vaguely, made in gold, I think. And there was this tablet, like a round tablet that is written in this linear B or linear A language that they still to this day trying to decipher.